Hello everyone, my name is Phantom from 9 to 5 Gaming, and I wanted to go over patch 1.7.1 as it's released today, and I wanted the community to be up to date on what's going on in the game. Straight out of the gate, they addressed the ongoing cheating epidemic by announcing that Battle Eye will be added to their current cheat detect software. This closely follows the VPN ban and will hopefully push some of the hackers away when combined with the new report feature. The much anticipated stat tracker is also being launched with this patch. Don't get this confused with the leaderboard update, which is yet to come and they said it's still on the way. So if you're a player that cares about your precious KD, you might want to start trying. Out of all the general gameplay updates, the biggest change is the speed of the bus and how you parachute out. The bus movement speed is being increased by 50%, and the terminal velocity at which you can fall is also being increased by 50%. So not everyone's going to jump out immediately in order to hit the ground first, and you can use a little bit of map knowledge in order to hit certain spots a lot quicker than other people. This patch brings significant changes to a lot of the weapons in the game. All of these changes went live on October 6th, but they finally released all of the numbers. The game currently has 2 sniper rifles, 1 bolt action and 1 semi. The semi version simply did not hit as hard as the bolt action, because the bolt action has a couple seconds of reload time after each shot. But with the 50% buff, I would definitely keep your eyes open for this gun. If you can put shots on target, it's going to be a deadly weapon. The scoped assault rifle was hit with a 33% damage nerf. I think everyone's seen this coming. The gun was just too crazy overall. It was stable. It had a decent rate of fire. It could compete with snipers at pretty much any distance except for extremely long shots. The gun was a little overpowered, so I think the nerf was definitely warranted. The grenade launcher, and the rocket launcher were all slightly nerfed, bringing their damage from 450 down to 375. The rocket launcher also had its reload time increased by 20%. I think this will have a huge impact on late game, as it won't be so easy to blow up someone's fort, and you're going to have to plan a little more carefully as reload times have gone up and damage has gone down. This also coincides with a metal material buff that requires 2 rockets instead of 1 to destroy it. So the strategies for late game, especially surrounding metal forts, is going to be extremely interesting. The submachine gun damage is also being buffed by 10%. This gun was often underwhelming and only used until you found your first shotgun. There was also a handful of other weapons changes, such as the pump shotty accidentally firing twice a lot of the time, sometimes grenades doing no damage, and your weapon reticle mysteriously disappearing. There was also some weapon name changes in this patch. The semi-auto rifle is now the burst assault rifle, the semi-auto handgun is now a pistol, and the semi-auto shotgun is now the tactical shotgun. For teammate-based game modes, a few changes are being made as well. For eliminations, it doesn't matter who finishes off the kill, but who originally downed the player. This has been a highly requested feature to be added to the game, as it stops people from fighting over kills and focusing on winning the game instead. I've witnessed many occasions where a team will fight over killing the people on the ground instead of focusing on another team approaching from behind. When reviving teammates, they will now revive with 30 HP instead of 25, and shields will no longer protect you when you're down. The user interface will be going through a lot of changes with this patch. There is now a reported player at the end of the match. Critical hit damage on shielded players is now displayed in blue. In all team-based game modes, the colors will now be consistent across both map markers and the minimap. The world map also receives an update with this patch. 3 previously unmarked locations on the map now have names: Tomato Town, Dusty Depot, and Salty Springs. The big wooden bridges in the northern and southern part of the map also had some loot updates to them, while the rest of the world got some bug fixes. There were a few performance changes to this patch as well, with the biggest being the freeze at the end of the game being removed when it was down to killing the last individual on a team. That wraps up all the major changes for this patch, and hopefully everyone found it informative. Visit the link in the description for the entire patch notes released by Epic. If you enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate any likes, shares, or subscriptions I can get. If you didn't enjoy it, then no problem. I'm doing this all for fun and for everyone in the community.